We started preparing early this year for the 2015 archery season by shooting bow, scouting the area, hanging stands, setting cameras out, and we had this perfect stand location picked out next to a cornfield, and it had a perfect little oak ridge, perfect little deer funnel in front of us, and then to the back side of that there was this creek bed which was a perfect bedding area. So after about a week of having our camera set up, we came up with a hit list, and this 11 pointer was at the top of it. I am really glad that I had my GoPro mounted on my bow, because I couldn't quite reach around me and the tree far enough to get good video with my tree mounted camera. I knew right away that I made a bad shot on that buck. As soon as I released the arrow, I heard the crack. I seen the arrow still sticking out of him as he ran away. I knew I hit him right square in the shoulder blade. So I wanted to make sure that I give him enough time, so I stayed up in my tree stand until dark. Then I climbed down, I gave a friend a call. I said, "Hey man, you want to help me track this 11 pointer I just shot?" So he came out and gave me a hand, and we couldn't find any blood that night. So we pulled back, watched over the video, and turns out, yeah, I hit him right square in the shoulder blade. So right away the next morning we went out looking for blood, and it took about 3 hours to find first blood. And my friend actually found blood first, and which was about 150 yards from my tree stand. So it started off as a speck, and then it was about a speck every 100 yards or so. And from that point, actually, we got down hands and knees, moving leaves around, looking for hoof tracks in the dirt. And after about a half a mile of that, we lost all tracks. We got onto some hard ground. We couldn't find it which way he went. There wasn't no blood to go off from anymore. So we had to give up, which really sucked. Anybody that's ever wounded a deer knows exactly the feeling I went through that day. All I can hope for now is to see him again and hopefully get the job done. You know, it's pretty easy to get down on yourself after screwing up on a buck like that. It was starting to get a little bit later into October. The bucks were starting to move a little bit more, and it was time to get some venison in the freezers. Finally, I got some much needed meat in the freezer, and hopefully I can get a buck on the ground before the Wisconsin rifle season starts.